Yo, 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 what's good, everyone? The boys are finally back for a little break. What's going on?
Hey,
What they
we
We
do?
back, we
back.
back, we're back, we back
We
in this
back.
joint, we back in this biz.
Yeah.
So as you can see tonight, it's just not me. We got the big three tonight. We got my boy Dr. Esquire Dave over here.
What up? What up? What up?
And then we got one of North Carolina's finest, my boy C Note.
What up with it?
And Dre from PG. And look, we know we took the break, and we know we promised y'all last episode that we wasn't going to cover no more basketball talk because football season here, college football 25 drop, NFL preseason is going on right now. But
Fuck that.
look, man,
What I saw today got to be talked about.
there was a, there was a there was an extension level event going on today around 3 o'clock, going on 5 o'clock this early evening, where a lot was at stake. A lot was at stake. And when there's trouble afoot, it's that time when you call upon your heroes to come save the day. Well, damn it, I heard a familiar song in the background during this event. It's that call that brings me joy every time I hear this song. Damn it, the Avengers came and they came through and won today, and they did it for America. They did it for America, guys. They did it for America.
Oh, the
Hey,
break. Yeah.
America.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look. If y'all haven't been paying attention, you probably missed out one of the most epic games, most epic comebacks, and not only in USA Olympic basketball, but basketball games history, period. I mean, I don't know where y'all was at around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I was at the barbershop, as y'all can tell. I was getting my fresh fade done, you know what I'm saying? Getting that fresh cut going on. But man, let me tell y'all, when I say I still had nerves probably like 2 hours after that game, that joint was for real.
Mm.
So if y'all not understand what's going on, USA basketball went against Serbia earlier today in the semifinals of Olympic basketball. Serbia had us up down there by 17, 18 points and up 15 in the third quarter. But USA came back and prevailed and won by 4 at the end of the game. A huge performance by Chef, not Steph, Chef Curry with 36 points. LeBron with the triple double.
I like to call him. His name is Wardell Stephen Hawkeye Curry. That's his name. That's his name. That's because that was some sharp shooting I seen today.
Look, man, notice every Avengers movie, all four of them, the times they won, Hawkeye was there. I'm just saying. Hawkeye never lost a battle. Hawkeye's team never lost a battle.
Have you seen Clint and Stephen in the same place at the same time? That's all I'm gonna say.
No.
I never saw them together. Same person.
Nope.
No.
But Dave, man, when I tell you, we was down the first half. I ain't gonna lie.
It was crazy because I checked the score, like it was 54-43 at halftime. I had to look at that joint like,
Dave,
what?
Dave,
Like,
it was ugly.
Yeah. I was like, is the flag on the right side? Like, what? Huh? What?
Dave, for 3 quarters, these Bammers could not miss a three to say that. I swear they shot like 55% from three for the first 3 quarters. Like they literally could not miss a three. And I'm talking about all five.
You want to know the worst part about it? We can't even say the refs did none this time.
No. No. We was doing this all to ourselves. Like it was like the turnovers, like
damn.
Like I was ready to cuss out Katie. I was ready to cuss out Ant-Man. I was like, what are we doing out here?
I'm about to say, Bam ain't give you much. AD ain't give you much.
Foul trouble.
Didn't do much.
Bam do nothing. No.
Booker, he played some defense in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I guess.
Holiday, and hit the clutch shot.
Drew Holiday had 7 assists, but 3 points.
No, Drew
He
started
had a
clamping.
time of 3. He had a time of 3
Yeah, he
in
had
the
a time
4-2.
3, but he
Okay.
Yeah.
started clamping. He started clamping
Embiid,
in the
but
second half. The
Embiid
second
had
half of the third
19.
quarter.
No.
Embiid had 19 to go with
The three
Steph.
the three the three players that have been getting criticized the most throughout this Olympic runs, Jason Tatum, Stephen Curry, Joel Embiid. Two of them had the performances. No, all three of them showed up. All three of them show up. We needed Steph shooting. We needed Joel Embiid to trust the process again, and we need Jason Tatum to stay the hell out the way. All three big performances out of three PTP players right there. All time performances from all three players right there.
I mean,
That's how we got the dub today.
I don't even see Tatum on the box.
Oh
Tatum ain't even on the box score.
No,
So
he did the job. He passed the towels and the Gatorade. We needed that from him. We needed the hand claps. We needed the motivations. We
my
needed the
God!
naruto speeches
oh
from
man,
him. Generational of him.
Steve Kerr trying to break up the Celtics,
See,
man.
no, like Jason Tatum put on his best Deuce performance, and that's what that team needed today. We need him to sit down and clap hands throughout the whole game. That's all we needed from him today, man.
Him and
But man,
Halliburton.
but that fourth quarter was beautiful, man. Corey, tell him that fourth quarter was beautiful, man.
It was perfect.
Cinema.
The cinema. Cinema.
Cinema. Well, I tell you, you kind of got like everything you can ask for. You had Joel Embiid showing out on Joker. You had LeBron James taking over. You have Steph shooting, and then finally Easy Money Snapper found his bullets and got the cook, and he even crossed somebody over into a jumper, which like, and then he played defense, and he had one of the key turnovers in the game that kind of sealed it for us. Like, whew, man, like it's so much going on in this game.
This is what happened. They looked at not Steph, but they look at Steve Kerr and said, "Shut the fuck up and sit down. We're not running set plays. We playing street ball."
Hey,
that's what happened.
Hey, yo,
did you see what they playing the fourth?
Hey yo, swear to God, there's a video though where there was a video. Melo told Katie just get a bucket. He said, "Fuck that offense, bro."
Melo waved everybody off for KD.
Damn.
It was a connection. That shit was a connection.
That's why I said it was beautiful. You had the purity of the basketball. You had the street of basketball. You had the essence of basketball. It was just like that fourth quarter was just peak cinema, dog.
Oh man, I'm glad I got Peacock. I'm about to watch the replay of this shit after.
You got to, man.
I'm about to watch that shit.
Now, shout out to Serbia because my fear, and why I said all day in the group chat was like, we need to dial in. We need these big folks. Because this is our third time playing this team. Like the exhibition was one thing, and then pretty much in Serbia mind, they was thinking they was the first half of KD playing basketball from really being in the game, and they're the team that kind of seen this group the most out of all the teams in this bracket. So they came in with a confidence, and Joker has been stepping up his play since the pool play, and actually since he been kind of getting in shape playing the exhibition games himself. So and even KD was with me. It's like it was a kind of a fear of nervousness coming into this game because it's like they're not gonna fear us. People believe Joker is the best player in basketball in the world right now. So you got a team with confidence with the best player in the world right now. And it was like hella legacies on the line. You talking about Steph trying to get his first and only gold medal. You talking about another Joker versus Braun matchup. You got KD, Mr. Olympic on this team. You got all these young players. Like, can you imagine like Joker, the so-called best player in the league and so forth, best player in the world, beating this America team?
Ooh.
Like a lot was on the line in this game, man, but we came up on top, dog. Like it was just a crazy game, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it like this because you go back to Brazil. Brazil was no match, and you mentioned this is the third time that USA played Serbia. And what's the chances of KD hitting 9 shots in a row again? In this third time. I mean, it can happen again, but the chances are not as likely to do that. It's hard to beat a team like that 3 times.
Yeah.
So, I get that, but I felt like after the Brazil game, things had started to click, and I felt like there was going to be one game like that where it was going to be a 30-plus margin of victory, and I felt like the time in which it came, I was like, all right, things are going to click. Maybe they're just going to start fast, get on a roll, and that's how it's going to be is from here on out. But I was shocked to see them down, through 2 quarters and even through the third quarter. I was shocked, but something in my head was like, they're going to come back. Like they're not going to lose this game. Like LeBron made a decision during exhibition, after that South Sudan matchup. I feel like LeBron made a decision like, we not letting no close calls happen again. Like we not about to let this shit happen again. Like when LeBron decided we're gonna do whatever it takes to win gold, I was like, look, Team USA got it. So I was a little shocked to see it.
But let me tell you though, during that first half, there was a period where it felt like they was really about to get blown out by 20. You was like the way how crazy high Serbia is, and Serbia is a disciplined. Like Joker's their best player, but they got Bogdanovic, they got Boban, like they got players, and they got like a couple other shooters, and one dude was crazy hot. Like he had 15 in the first half, he was crazy hot. But what happened was and this was another thing, Braun went in a 0-30 mode because Boban hit a 3, and then he looked at Melo and he hit his Melo celebration in his face.
From that moment on.
After that moment, and after he did that, him and Braun got into it, and then Braun locked in after that. I was like, uh-oh.
It was like the last minute and 15 seconds of the first half.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was street. It was street. It was streets.
Shit was changing. This is how I knew shit was changing. It was like less than 10 seconds left. Braun was bodying them down in the paint. Turn around. He hit the little turnaround jumper, and he got fouled. Went to the line. I was like, oh, they're gonna come back in the second half and do some damage. I already knew what time it was, but they just kept going. Nobody would lock in with Braun but Steph.
Yeah, because we had momentum kind of at the end of the second half, and then we kind of came in the third quarter hot, but still, like Serbia was just still hitting crazy threes. So at the end of the third, it was like 13 or 15 point lead. But that fourth quarter, though, they really locked in. Like they finally got the defensive turnovers. They was finally, well, I'm not even going to say rebound because it was so many offensive rebounds going Serbia way. I was like, y'all, come on, y'all leaving too many possessions out there. But Serbia threes finally cool off. Like I don't think they hit a 3 in the fourth quarter, which kind of helped Team USA come back in this game. But man, it took everything.
For the viewers, for the listeners, and for Dave, and you're gonna see this. Look, the best way for me to describe this: the first half was Avengers: Infinity Wars. The second half was Endgame.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Cause you're gonna be sick in that first half. The first half.
And it's funny. It's kind of funny poetically. Like when Embiid had that big dunk in the fourth quarter, that's when like Black Panther came out the portal. It's like Mbappe, Mbappe.
You see it. Mbappe. You see it. You
the parallels are so crazy, man. Oh, damn.
You see it.
Oh yeah. I see
the three big names on this team. Steph, Bron, and KD, they played the 3 big roles of when they came out and they was going against Joker. Tony, Cap, and Thor.
Like, it all lined up so perfectly, man.
Like, I promise you, today was the first time I've gotten that feeling since watching Endgame. I felt like I was watching Endgame all over again.
Man, I like this is the first time I've seen like USA in a battle like this at this stage since 20 years ago. In 2000, actually, the gold medal match in 2008.
And against Spain, yeah. That's why I said. That's why I said like this been like that type of like this had like a game 7 feeling to it. Like the energy was there. Like it was good basketball being played. Like real basketball, not kind of like the gimmick stuff that you kind of see sometimes from the NBA regular season, not the playoffs, the regular season. But Like and shout out Joe, like he had 4 fouls for a majority of that like third quarter, fourth quarter. We wasn't able to foul him out. He was still playing defense. But Joel, he came alive in that second half. Steph was still hot throughout the whole game. And then KD finally got it going in that fourth quarter. And then Booker and Drew had timely threes and timely stops on defense. And KD had a over and back turnover against Serbia that helped us out a lot too. So it was really good, man. The switch of defensive strategy that USA had was kind of risky because it was a lot of jokers switching over to a smaller player. He's already like backing people down in the paint and already like being a bruiser and stuff like that. But when you imagine him be on like Booker and KD and stuff like that, that's a huge mismatch for us. But we took that gamble. It worked out for us in the end because they couldn't hit any more threes because we was switching over the top. We wasn't going under screens anymore. So that kind of helped us out. And hell of a win from Team USA, man. Like they really deserved that win. They really did.
Everybody on their role. Look, like if you know the makeup of the team and you know what everybody's role is, you can predict what they were doing. Like you had Drew and Derek White out on the wing playing defense like crazy. That fourth quarter, they did not let anyone shoot. KD being KD. Like we've talked enough about him, Steph, and Brian. But you also got to give that love to Joel because Joel was doing his thing as well. Everybody was playing their roles to the perfect point. Like you know how much we love Ant. Ant wasn't really doing everything, but Ant did what he needed to do. Book did what he needed to do. Book played defense, and we always forget that Book actually can play defense. And he showed that in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
And this was like once again, this was not no coaching thing. When they was following what the clipboard said, Dre, where your clipboard at?
They were down.
I don't got it on me, man.
Hey, don't tell me the X's and O's make them go down 20. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr,
man.
You know how I am about coaching.
Don't listen to them, bro.
Look. Every time they was talking about what's going on in the USA Hub, they was talking about, Steve Kerr just keep giving them positive reinforcement. I was like, man, so he over there giving Naruto speeches over there. I was like, all right, man. I was like, all right, man.
Hey,
nah,
man.
He ain't saying nothing, man.
Yeah, he ain't saying shit. I need an Optimus Prime up in that motherfucker.
Hey, man.
Only thing I need, they should have played that damn speech at halftime from the first Transformers movie. That's all they needed.
Look, man.
You hear the Linkin Park come in at the end?
Look, Captain America led his troops today, and we got the dub. Now we got to play France in the gold medal match.
The toughest road game of all time.
This is gonna be ugly. This is gonna be.
It's about to be 5 on 8 out this bitch.
More like 15,000 on 8, man, because that crowd's gonna be stupid.
Oh no,
that crowd.
Hey, the French people are already rude, so I can't imagine.
I'm saying. It's gonna be some foul stuff going on Saturday, dog.
Like Boston, I already know it. That shit's gonna feel like Boston.
10 times worse than Boston.
It's gonna be it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly because we already seen plenty of times how these refs be giving France some favorable calls. Like it's so blatant. I just gotta think that we're gonna lose about 5 to 10 calls playing this final matchup on Saturday.
I'm gonna be real. Joel gonna get fouled out. I'm already calling it.
Yeah.
And you already know foreign niggas play different when outside the NBA. You already seen it. You already seen it throughout this tournament, man.
Hey, I'm gonna be real.
They always play different.
I ain't worried about foreign.
Nah, he gonna get locked up. I think
he gonna be in jail.
Nah, like Holiday and White, they locking 2 guys up for sure.
I think as long as USA don't let Wemby go too crazy, like I'm not even saying like going off with points, just like Wemby in these medal rounds, he's been making like plays that be having you like, how this like, is this the future? Like he be having you stuck because it's like this dude is 7'3" with handles. He can hit a jump shot, and then of course you already know he's coming with that defense. So he's giving you like 2 to 3 plays a game where it's just like, what do we do with this? So America's
on top of that too, like with
America. America's just gotta make sure they got box a man and be like, look, man, it's not your time yet, young blood. This for America. Like, this is what we gotta do.
They gotta contain that shit. And I'm hoping the French don't think to go to the bigs too much, which I'm not worried about both bigs, but only one big. If they go to Wemby a lot, that's why I'm saying Joel is probably gonna get fouled out, because Joel gonna sit there and eat a lot of that stuff, and he's definitely gonna foul him.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they deal with that matchup. If they go did what they did against South Sudan, they're gonna start AD over Embiid just because of that. It's a better matchup on defense because Wemby's tall, so there's nothing you can do about what he got with this height. It's how you going to be able to guard him on the perimeter, and AD can play on the block and on perimeter. But we know how Curry is. He's probably going to stick with that starting lineup. So we just going to have to see how things roll. But I think we can expose them with their guard play. I think if we put pressure on them, they won't be able to get into the sets as easy. So I think after having a scare like this, it's kind of I think USA is going to be even more locked in because it's like, this is it now. Like, we had the scare. We had the close game where we was down double digits. We could have lost everything in one go playing for bronze again. I think they got that scare out of them. Now it's like France, they're a little bit of a threat, but I feel like Serbia, the way they played in this Olympics was a better team than them. So yeah. I just feel like if USA just locks in and do what we have to do, then we coming out with that goal for sure.
1,000%.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. And we probably gonna run a lot about what happened during these Olympics back on another episode. But we did promise you, football is back, everybody. It's almost time to get ready. It's almost time to set the parlays. It's almost time to set the parlays, fellas.
Hey.
It's almost time to set the parlays, fellas.
Hey.
Yeah,
we back in business, man. We back in business.
Touchdown anytime. I'm putting 20 in the net.
Touchdown anytime. Is that the motto? Touchdown anytime.
No, when we started going through our parlays, because that's literally what I'm doing. CMC touchdown anytime. Nah. I might do Derrick Henry. I ain't even gonna hold you. Just because where he's at now, that's who I might do. Because I feel like they're gonna get him in that goal line. Yeah, he gonna punch that motherfucker in.
That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna get to them.
We'll get to that when we get to the episode.
But as you know, last year before the NFL season kicked off, we ran through all the divisions. We each cover an AFC and an NFC version of the division. Today we're gonna cover the NFC and the AFC West. Not only because, as you can see, it's only just a big three today, but pretty much like the West as is. It is.
We East Coast niggas, pretty much. That plain and simple. We East Coast niggas. I don't know too many Chiefs fans. I don't know too many. I know a
Bronco fan, a couple of Raiders fans, but they know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, Nah, but
my godson's a Seattle fan. I mean, he liked DK. I mean, I guess we could start in the NFC West, man. I mean, Corey, you said I'm not going to steal your thunder. You've been saying it in the chat all day. What do you feel like about the NFC West, man?
With the NFC West, it really comes down to, is anybody going to beat San Fran? No, they're not. This trade needs to hurry up and happen, but still nobody's going to beat San Fran. San Fran got too much power. They are killing everybody on defense. They're killing everybody on offense. The only thing that's going to stop San Fran from winning anything is me and my hatred for the Bosa.
Not the Bosa.
Because fuck Nick Bosa.
I actually, Corey, I want to actually disagree with you, because I think that the longer that this whole cloud of is Ayuk going to be around, is he going to get traded, it should happen sooner than later. It's been whether him being unhappy, I feel like that's been the case since free agency started. I feel like with this lingering on, it becomes a really big distraction, more than what it already is. And I don't want to disregard, the Rams, especially with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua in the second year now. Matthew Stafford should be healthy. Their offense is going to be good. I feel like they still got questions on defense. Seattle is still around. Seattle could be a surprise. But I feel like those teams could challenge the 49ers a little bit, especially if Brock Purdy doesn't have Mr. Game Manager, doesn't have the start that he should have, or he things could
That's all he
get
got
a
to
little
do.
shaky. Things could get a little shaky. I feel like if the 49ers don't handle this the right way.
Yeah, the NFC West, they got some slight little stories that you might want to pay attention to. I'm gonna just start with Arizona. They did draft the wide receiver from Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. We kind of know he's kind of been a little bit of distraction with his whole jersey sales situation and everything. But I guess we're trying to see if he's really the number one wide receiver that should be in this draft because people are higher on neighbors too that went to the Giants. So where everybody knows who his daddy is and everything. Everybody kind of knows everybody saw what he did at Ohio State, so they kind of see if him and Kyler Murray can match up and kind of be like that new duo like he had with DeAndre Hopkins and everything. And, Hawks, the Cardinals, they had some picks. So we're just going to see with Kyler Murray coming off that ACL injury, and now he has a full training camp going into the season healthy, what noise Arizona can do. Seattle, they have a new coach. Nobody really talking about that. McDonald, the defensive coordinator from the Ravens, he jumped over to Seattle, and Seattle they hit on both of their cornerbacks in the draft. They've been drafting defensive players and everything, so they bringing up a young defense over there, and they got some playmakers on that offensive side. They still got DK. They got a good kind of running back room over there. They got some good wide receivers. I guess their weak spot or question mark might still be Geno Smith. Geno Smith, he kind of is that game manager quarterback too. He don't try to lose the game, but he doesn't really make enough plays to win a game. But if you have a defensive-minded coach with a great defense, if they taking the ball away and giving you more possessions, that's just going to work out in Seattle's favor. The Rams, we just going to see if Puka Nakua is the real deal. He can play along Cooper, or last year was a fluke because we ain't got no tape. So we really going to see if he can really step up and be one of those primetime wide receivers that people have to game plan all week to try to cover. So, and the 49ers situation, we just got to think about last year we saw what the 49ers looked like when maybe like one player on the offensive side is out the lineup and things get kind of shaky. So if you're thinking about trading Brandon Ayuk and then they don't have that whole training camp or they don't have that time to kind of bring up another wide receiver that can replace that production, then we just got to see what that 49ers offense is going to look like. He is going to be probably like the easiest piece you can replace because he just plays wide receiver. Debo, he plays running back, wide receiver. You got CMC that catch the ball out the field and run in between the tackles. But Ayuk, and throw it.
That man is the offense.
But Ayuk been having good 3 years at the wide receiver. So I don't think that's just somebody you can just replace right away unless 49ers, the receiver that they just drafted, he can make some noise. But it's some interesting stories. But like I said, 49ers should be the favorite and not come out of Division One, the favorites to make it back to the Super Bowl. Again, it's not really looking that interesting in the NFC as a whole. There's been some slight moves made, but I mean, if who really are a threat to the fire outside maybe the Eagles.
It's not. I don't see it. It's really still pretty much in their favor for them to go back to the Super Bowl, unless like one of these teams that we really aren't going to talk about is going to step up more. Like we could see a Packers actually go crazy.
I mean, you got the Lions and the Packers. We're gonna talk about them when we get to the North. Was for sure. That's about it.
It's some young teams coming. I give y'all that. It's some young teams coming. So we're just going to see. So I mean, I think the NFC West. I think it's going to be more competitive than people think it is. But I would still have the 49ers as the favorite as of right now. And we just gonna see how this Ayuk trade plays out and see what they get back for him. Because they get at least one decent pick out of it, they should at least get some good twos out of this. Like, so we just gotta see which the team that's going to eventually get Ayuk and what the compensation is going to be for that.
So, are we just going to get one team out of the NFC West in the playoffs? Do we feel like the Rams can make like the wild card or the Seahawks?
Seattle and Rams are threats for a wild card for sure. I think they are. It's going to be kind of tough because, like you pointed out, we're going to talk about like the NFC North with the Lions and the Packers. Those are two teams. NFC East, you thinking Cowboys and Eagles? Those should be playoff teams again, depending if things don't shake up. And then on the in the South, maybe I think we just talk about only one team coming out the South. So it's an opportunity. Yeah. So it's an opportunity for a team like Seattle and the Rams to make it to the playoff. I mean, two made it last year, so why not do it again?
Yeah. Seattle was right there too, like kind of on the level with the Packers and everything.
Yeah. So
it might be that situation again.
Yeah. So like the division is competitive. Like they play good football in the NFC West. They've had some interesting matchups. They have some good rivalries over there. It is interesting to see the Rams their first year without Aaron Donald, like all pro, all NFL, all everything. D tackle. He finally retired. So that's a hard player. That's like an all-time player. That's an all-time player that they lost over there. So we're just gonna have to see how they're able to manage the defensive side with him gone.
Yeah, true. I think they're gonna make it work with some of their younger guys. They're gonna. Yeah, they got well on the offensive side. They got Blake Corum from Michigan. I think that was a good pickup. On the defensive line, like I guess like that front seven, Kobe Turner, a rookie that they got this past draft. Byron Young is also a solid young linebacker. So, and they did get Tre'Davious White. So if Tre'Davious White can stay healthy, that's gonna be a really good pickup. So. It's just a lot of questions on that defense. Like I'm not really sure what you're gonna get from them.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see what like the coaching is going to be in this division. I feel like, I know we haven't seen Madonna coach yet, but the way he had Ravens defense last year, I kind of waiting to see how he dials things up. I think Arizona coach last year, he did a great job. He was the OD corner for the Eagles, and you kind of see how he went over there, how Philly's defense was like completely opposite from the year before and everything. And then, of course, Rams coach, he's good and all that. So, I mean, I think we're going to really see some good X's and O's coming down this division. So, yes, it's still 49ers favorite. I'm not trying to take that away from him, but I just think it's going to be more interesting, and I won't be surprised if the Rams and Seattle make some noise in this division.
Yep. And Arizona can go ahead and get that top 5 pick next year. So.
I mean, in the NFC,
yeah,
it's some teams I still think that might have a lower record than them.
They're still going. I mean, if we talking teams with potential top 5, you definitely going to be drafting somebody that's like in the Heisman watch probably next year. Cardinals is 1. Giants is 2. I can even put my own team, Commanders, Washington football team, way up in there too. Panthers,
we're gonna be there.
Panthers, we're gonna be up there.
So that's
the Bears are
4.
gonna be there. The
I don't know.
I honestly think
you think the Vikings? You think the Vikings are gonna be up there?
I think the Vikings gonna be there. They're gonna be somewhere in that play.
I'm gonna say that. No, okay. We could next week we discussing the North next week, everybody. We discussing the North next week. Okay, I see we getting started. We discussing the North. Okay. Because I'm tired of disrespect. Okay. I think it just got personal.
It's not Caleb at all. I'm talking about coaching in front office, no O-line, no defense.
You talking about Minnesota?
No, I was just talking about Chicago right now.
Oh, Chicago?
Minnesota, what they gonna do?
We gonna get there, but I don't know. Yeah,
that's it. That's the offense. You open up the playbook. It says throw the ball to Jets,
basically. And Hawkins,
and Addison. Just throw the ball.
Hey, we got
Just
another.
get it in
Hey,
the air. Somebody
okay.
there.
I got a question, but we're gonna save it for when we talk about the NFC North. I got a question.
We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna say that.
Yeah.
Look. Let's just
go to the AFC West. So is there really much to talk about in the AFC West? Because after the Chiefs, this is just laughable.
Corey.
So
I know how you feel about a certain coach. So I'm gonna give you your time, man. I mean, they got a new QB over there. How you feeling, dog? How you feeling, man? How you feel about Denver, bro? Like, what we talking about Denver, man?
What the fuck we gonna talk about him for? What the fuck we gonna talk about him for?
Hey, look, bro.
They don't need no burn on this platform. They don't need no fucking burn.
They got Bo Nix. I mean, they got Bo Nix. They got Bo. They got Bo Nix, man.
They got Bo.
He went to the Pac-12 championship game.
I can't believe I'm hyping that nigga up like that.
He was playing for wins. He was playing for wins and not for clicks, Corey.
Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that, man. If you go back and watch that game start to finish, who was really playing for clicks? And who was really playing for clicks? Yeah, I hope the rest of the country is still watching. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you.
Tell me how.
Man,
we're not at the college football episode yet, y'all. We just getting started. We just getting started.
We're rooting in substance, man.
Like I was saying, I'm gonna make my point.
You rooting in what I wipe my ass with. Get up out of here,
bro.
Let me make my point real quick. Have y'all seen Draft Day? Y'all remember it was a quarterback by the name of Bo up there, and Bo won't hit no shit. That's what I look at when I see Bo Nix. Bo Nix, Bo Callahan. If your name is Bo, you a bitch.
Except for Bo Jackson. Except for Bo Jackson.
If you're a quarterback, if you're a white quarterback named Bo.
Okay. So that's the discussion. I mean, I don't know what Denver's going to do. I'm gonna say something about that.
Because Denver, they the way Sean Payton handled things was just so absurd.
Yeah.
So I only rock with too much time. I only give him too much time
on this platform.
I just want to say Patrick Surtain. I just want to say Patrick Surtain, you're a top 5 QB, CB quarterback. Respect. Patrick Surtain, you good.
I'm not even a big fan of Russell Wilson, but the way he treated him was bullshit. The way he treated him was bullshit.
He treated him worse than Future.
I was like, Sean Payton, you're pretty racist. The way that was pretty racist. The way you treated Russell Wilson like that.
I thought Future hated Russell, but damn.
Yeah, I was like, well, I guess it's
does that shock you? This man had Jameis Winston on his team and decided to give the ball to Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
He
decided to give the ball to Andy Dalton and Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
He had yeah, man.
Hey,
so
let me run this real quick because motherfuckers was really trying to put that bitch ass nigga in the same area, in the same stratosphere, in the same fucking universe as Cameron Jarrell Newman. Bitch ass nigga.
So talk to him, Corey. Talk your shit. Yeah.
Pissing me off, man. I ain't taking that shit no more.
Look, man. Outside the Chiefs, obviously, back-to-back champions, three rings in the last 5 years, going for a fourth and sixth in 6 seasons. Mahomes, Kelsey, that even without Tyreek Hill, it's been 2 years since Tyreek Hill left. With all the Rashid Rice in and out the news, got cases and all this shit.
Just
still the favorite.
You got to see all the good shit on here, man. Yeah.
Everybody else in the division is rebuilding, man. The Chargers are rebuilding.
That's a nice looking jersey. I'm just showing this off.
Yeah, it is a nice looking jersey, man. That's an MVP. That's a Hall of Fame jersey right there.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is I seen the Chiefs win when they had somebody on their team point shaving. Because you can't tell me Kadarius Tony won't point shaving.
Hey,
no. I mean, look. I mean, from just to get the discussion out the way, the Chiefs had wide receivers dropping balls left and right. The Chiefs weren't the number one seed. The Chiefs had distractions from all sides, from the Taylor Swift saga to things going on off the field, people's families getting arrested for games and stuff like that.
Yep.
They still won the Super Bowl. Down the last 3 games.
Yeah,
still came out and won.
Yeah, because the 49ers didn't know what the fuck the overtime rules were, like some bitches. You had 2 weeks to prepare for that Super Bowl. You can't tell me you didn't at least take 15 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes to go over what the overtime rules. Okay, so if this game happens to go to overtime, what's our plan? What will we do?
We talking about the dude in 2 straight Super Bowls that he was in when he had the run game working. In the fourth quarter, he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna just throw this rock."
3.
No excuse. Yeah,
Atlanta at New England against the Chiefs back in 2020, and then this past season, 3 times in a row you had the lead. Whether he was the head coach or offensive coordinator, you had the lead, and you went.
We all know Cal calling them plays.
You went away from running the ball, so it's a pattern. Mm-hmm. This is what he is. This is what he does.
Getting back to the Chiefs, and it's one thing, and we talked about this in the group chat a few days ago whenever they did the NFL top 100 players. This is the one thing that they did. You never give a all-time generational player that has won a lot. You never give them a reason to be motivated. You never put a chip on their shoulder. Like everybody watched The Last Dance. What the fuck did Mike say? I took that personal. The NFL, you are on notice. You put 3 players, which arguably they did probably have a better season.
And I understand why, for the sake of argument, why those players are. You got the MVP. You have Tyreek Hill going. If he wasn't hurt, he probably would have got 2,000 receiving yards. I don't know who's the third player over him. I don't know who.
You had the best running back in the game, CMC.
Oh, CMC. So CMC. So like, I get it. And honestly, those were my top 3 MVP picks from last year anyway. So I understood the metrics what players were going for and stuff like that. But again, let me go. Let me repeat what I just said earlier. The Chiefs had wide receiver dropping passes left and right. The Chiefs were losing. The Chiefs didn't have the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. The Chiefs have distractions off the field, from the Taylor Swift saga to people getting locked up before a game. They still won the Super Bowl. And then that same team that had the wide receivers dropping passes drafted Xavier Worthy, the fastest person in the combine, and added Marquise Brown, a.k.a. Hollywood Brown, one of the fastest wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The same Chiefs had a team in Las Vegas pull out this stupid Kermit puppet and made jokes. But y'all ain't been to the playoffs since how long? This same team has a healthier Travis Kelce coming into the season right now.
Mm-hmm.
Still got things to prove. This team re-signed Chris Jones, the now best D tackle in the league. They only lost 1 player, but this ain't Chiefs. They lost Tyreek Hill. They lost Orlando Brown Jr. They lost a running back. They lost a guard here, a player there. And what did they do with that? Went back-to-back championships.
And Rashid Rice still in court, right?
Rashid Rice got like 4-game suspension or something like that. I don't know. They didn't even say his suspension yet. It don't even matter because they probably drafted his running back anyway. They still got Clyde. So what we do? So you just giving him a 4-week vacation.
Yeah,
he's gonna be less wear and tear.
Yeah.
Once
again, and you go out and you put that chip on Patrick Mahomes' shoulder.
And Patrick Mahomes looking for that season like he had when he first was taking over the starting role, like 50 touchdowns, that 5,000 yard mark, something like that. He had another good year, but like the last couple of years, regular season, it's kind of like, okay, these are cool. These are cool. These are cool and everything, but he's ready to I want 45,000. That's true, but I think he's going to try and come out and get like 4,500 plus, damn near 40 touchdown type season coming into this joint. Like I think.
Listen to what you said. Listen at the players that they have now. Like if you got two speedy wide receivers like that, the only thing he has to do is just wait to see who's going to run the farthest.
Yeah. And immediately after winning the Super Bowl, it was like, oh yeah, we want a three-peat now. We want a three-peat.
So they keeping themselves motivated.
Yeah.
This is a team that's locked in and knows that what's in front of them. They know the history that's in front of them because nobody three-peated in a minute. So
exactly. And shout out to Andy Reid because Andy Reid just being a phenomenal coach. Like
he's really been showing his X's and O's since he got to Kansas City, especially once he got the quarterback he needed and a Patrick Mahomes to kind of put everything together.
Yep.
Yeah, real live. There may be only one team that comes out of this division to get to the playoffs because everybody else. I say this. This is a mantra that like I think of, like I go with in life. There's three types of people. There's the person that makes things happen. There's someone that waits for things to make things happen. And there's the third person that doesn't even know what the hell is going on. There are three teams in this division that don't even know what the hell they're doing. Like Broncos don't know what they're doing. The Chargers, they don't really have Keenan Allen is gone. That wide receiver room is very questionable right now. Defense, I don't really know kind of much what to say about that. Justin Herbert is coming off injury.
I'm interested in the Chargers though. I'm interested in the Chargers just because of their new coach. Like Jim is a how he does it.
It's gonna take this year.
It's gonna take. I think, but I wouldn't be surprised the Chargers win more games than people give them. Like I want to see what their over and under in games for this coming into the season is, because I think they might reach it or might get one above it.
A lot of folks got them third place, coming in third place in the division.
That's respectable. I put them over Vegas though. I put them over Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, they got Broncos like
Broncos.
They got who's? Who got who's second?
Broncos. I don't know. I can't trust that source.
How many games they got them winning?
9. 9. I'm like, what? Excuse me?
Oh, I take the under. I'm taking the under. I'm betting on the
pull up Denver's schedule. Pull up Denver's schedule now. Pull up Denver's schedule now.
I think Chargers.
Somebody pull up. Pull up Denver's schedule right now. Pull up Denver's schedule right now. Because hold on, man. Hold on. What we doing?
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm pulling it up.
The Chargers.
Hold on.
We on it. We on it.
Load in, motherfucker.
No, I think the Chargers could get 9 wins. I mean that is possible.
First game. Oh no, it's preseason. All right, so they lose in the first game. Seattle.
L.
That's the Broncos schedule.
At Seattle.
L.
Home against Pittsburgh.
L.
At Tampa Bay.
I give them that.
At Jets.
L.
Raiders.
Where?
In Denver.
When?
This is October, so it's starting to get a little cold.
So where we at? We at 2-2?
We are at 2-2.
Okay.
No, because you said an L for the Jets, so no, we got them at 1-3.
1-3, okay.
Yeah, 1-3. What we giving the Vegas game?
Oh, where they at? What,
Broncos at Raiders?
Raiders come to them. They in Denver.
Oh, W. That's when I said W. So that's 2-3, right?
Okay, yeah, 2-3.
Okay.
Chargers.
Where at?
They are still in Denver.
W.
Okay, 3-3. New Orleans.
W.
4-3. Then they playing us.
Upset. L.
I agree, and the main reason why I agree with that is because we have a coach. Well, not Ivero.
If JC's Horns playing that game, they're not winning that game. I feel like that. I feel like y'all gonna be better this year because Bryce is gonna have a second season. I think he has a coach that believes in him. I think, but we're gonna talk more about the stuff later. But I'm gonna get.
That's a game I had us winning regardless.
So they're 4-4, right? That's 4-4. Okay.
Murderers Row at this point. Baltimore.
L.
Kansas City.
L.
Atlanta.
L.
Then they play in Vegas again. In Vegas.
L.
Cleveland.
L.
That's the bye week now. So what's that? That's 4 in a row that they lost?
Yep.
5 in a row?
Yeah, I don't see 9 wins, man.
3,
it's
4,
not happening.
5, 6.
And they got to play the Bengals. They got to play the
They'll-
Bengals eventually, right? L.
Yeah, they got week
that's 6
17.
in a row.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
the Colts. I see the Colts. L.
Yeah. Colts, Chargers, Bengals, and Kansas City.
That's the end of the season. Okay, yeah. Taking the under. The Chargers.
Honestly, yeah. I mean,
the Chargers would be the second best team in that division.
6 games at most.
Man, I wish the Raiders had a QB because I would have said them, but they don't have no QB.
That's the only reason why the Denver and Raiders would be like competitive matchup because we don't. Bo at some point should be starting. We don't know if they're gonna put like a journeyman in for him to be that bridge. Raiders, they still looking for a QB. They have Devontae Adams, but even then, what I like about the Raiders story, they have Antonio Pearson. He did a great job with them towards the end of the season.
Yeah, fantastic.
But now this is his first year coming in as a coach. You know, that feel good story, that's last year. You coming in, this is your group now. We want to see how you do the X's and O's full time, how you deal with playing in practices, being in the facility, doing that 17 weeks instead of maybe the last 10 he did for the Raiders. Yeah, so we're really going to see. And then if Devontae Adams are still going to be happy playing in Vegas, or is that hunger for a Super Bowl going to have him go to that front? It's like, hey, I appreciate you bringing me here, but the plan's not working. I'm on. My clock is ticking. I need to get to somewhere now.
Unfortunately, I think that's gonna be how it is. I mean, like, come on, Aiden McConnell, Jimmy Garoppolo, or whoever they got at QB. Like, nah, that's not gonna work. I mean, it won some games for you last year, but nah, it's not sustainable.
Yeah, but
unless they rely on that defense, because Antonio Pierce is a defensive guy. So
yeah, but I got to see some changes out of them because they was kind of like that feel goods, like the story like the Giants did with they had their new coach. They was winning games off of like the alpha spirit, camaraderie, and everything. Like everybody coming together. Like that's how the Raiders was doing towards the end of the season. But now everybody, new coach, new program, everybody's gonna be looking at y'all. It's like we ain't gonna be trying to lose to the Raiders. You know, they kind of coming in with some momentum. So this is gonna be a whole different like type of ball game coming into the season. So that's what I'm interested to see out of Vegas. But having Broncos as the number 2 team just because they drafted Bo Nix, I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough in Bo Nix. Like, give me a couple preseason drives before you make that prediction, man. Like, I understand he took Oregon to the Pac-12 championship game, but I'm still thinking
they want to be high.
Justin Herbert still there.
I'm gonna make some motherfucking money.
Cause we know Jim Harbaugh. He's a quarterback whisperer. Like he gets the best out of his quarterbacks. Like he got freaking JJ McCarthy drafted in the top 10. Like this is what he does.
So this prediction had the Chargers and the Broncos both at 9-8 for but I guess like the tiebreaker was.
So there's a tiebreaker involved.
It's a tiebreaker.
I'm sorry. It's just the fact they had Broncos. But it's the fact that they had Broncos winning 9 games with this schedule.
Yeah,
I don't see it. Like I can see the Chargers.
They got 6 at most.
I can see the Chargers winning 9 games. I mean, because Harbaugh has.
Yeah, I can see.
Like
Justin Herbert coach right. I feel like what Jim would do, they can squeak out games that people thought Chargers have no business winning, and I think that's where they can get the 9 from. Denver, I'm looking at them like, okay, your defense is solid, but you're spotty. Your defense is spotty. You have good defensive players. You don't have a good defensive unit. There's a difference. You don't have a good defensive unit. You only have good defensive players at certain spots. That's not going to be enough. And then your offense is spotty. And then they got rid of Judy. Judy went somewhere, right?
Yeah, he went to the Browns. Yeah, he went to the Browns.
So who's the number one wide? Is it Sutton still? Like who's the number one wide receiver?
Cortland Sutton. I think they still got Tim. Tim Patrick went to another team.
So and no disrespect for
who
Son, because he's a baller and he took over that number one role from Judy that people thought Judy should have coming in as a high pick wide receiver. But if Sutton is your lead wide receiver with a rookie quarterback, and I'm not saying it can't be possible. I'm like, dog, like the NFL is a beast. There's no remorse out here.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what the issue is that bitch ass motherfucker in the front office. He want everything to rely on him. He wants to be the reason why that team is successful, and that shit is not gonna fucking happen. It's delusion. Delusional ass motherfucker.
Who we talking about, Corey?
Hey.
Who we talking about?
Bitch ass nigga Sean Payne.
Oh shit!
I thought you were talking about John Elway. You said the.
I was like, damn. What, I was about to say, John. I was like, why John Constantine?
Him as well. Fuck John Elway.
Oh man!
It's forever been fuck John Elway.
I know
the
stain was here. I know the stain was here.
Yeah.
I know the stain was here.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was
I'm learning a lot today, Dave. I'm learning a lot today.
I know that. Like
I'm learning a lot today, man.
I barely saw John Elway play, so like I don't even know. I barely saw him play.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep it hot. I'm gonna keep it hot. So the disdain, it actually does go deeper than him being there for 50. Because he was supposed to play baseball. He was supposed to be a pitcher.
Oh yeah.
For the Yankees? Come on, man.
He
Come
was.
on, man.
He was,
Come
man.
on, man.
I remember they got a documentary about him and Maria.
I know, but
damn.
So fuck him. Don't even fucking matter.
Hey, but Corey, I'll tell you this: Russell Wilson was supposed to play for the Yankees. He was supposed to play for the Yankees.
It's been fuck Russell. I just got more disdain for the team that he just finished playing for.
Hey, Dave, come on, man. Corey ain't had love for that man since Dirty Sprite 2, dog. Like, come on, man. I
was dancing, jamming the Purple Rain while we was making it rain on his head.
It was tough. It's tough, but oh well. Oh, not my nigga.
I ain't got no love for the op.
Okay, so to wrap things up, man. So we talk about the 49ers. We talk about the Chiefs. Are we looking at a third Super Bowl matchup between these two teams, or one of these two teams they're going to stumble along the way and not make it to the Super Bowl? Matter of fact, who's most likely? I guess y'all going to say the 49ers, so fuck it. It don't matter.
Who's most likely to stumble? The 49ers. The 49ers. And that's not even off of like disdain or anything.
Yeah, I know. No,
I just feel like
Kansas City coming in hot. Like,
yeah, Kansas City.
They coming in hot.
Like, if we go off history, it would be Kansas City if we're gonna keep it hot. If we go off history, because nobody, like, honestly, that the team that won 2 Super Bowls in a row, they never made it to a third.
Yeah.
True.
So if we go off history, chances are it should be Kansas City. And if we look at the AFC on top of that, the AFC is
who was the last team to three-peat? Was it the Patriots?
Nah.
No, I don't think nobody did.
Or was it back in the 90s or the 80s?
Because the Patriots won like 3 Super Bowls in like 4 years. Like they missed one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think this is like totally, and we could be wrong.
Their opportunity for a three-peat would stop because oh my God, Pittsburgh went to the Super Bowl that year and won.
Oh yeah.
Because that was 2006. So yeah, it was
that was 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody has won 3 straight Super Bowls. Yeah,
so they trying to. Yeah, I understand. Like the AFC is tougher, but it's like all the AFC teams got issues of their own that we're gonna talk about. Like we got young teams like Houston, they cool and everything, but Bengals, they lost some players.
Yeah.
The Jets, what we gonna get out of Aaron Rodgers coming off the Achilles injury? Buffalo definitely lost some players.
Their window closed.
Is Derrick Henry going to be the difference for the Ravens to get over that hump?
That's fair.
So I ain't worried about Miami right now. So
I mean, You can
for
have more
for Super Bowl content. We talk about when we get to the East, but I'm like I seen this team before out of Miami. I've seen these type of teams before, but I let y'all cook.
Valid.
If the 49ers do not have home field advantage when they get to, even if they get to the divisional round or the conference championship, and let's say they have to go to Philadelphia, let's say they have to go to Detroit,
let's say they got to go to Dallas,
Green.
Yeah, or let's say they have to go to Green Bay.
If the 49ers got to play Dallas, it's 49ers by 30.
I ain't worried about Dallas.
I'm not worried about.
I ain't worried about Dallas.
I ain't worried about Dallas.
If they got to go to Green Bay, they're gonna lose straight up.
If they got to go to
Green Bay, history, they play tough. They play Green Bay tough in history. It don't matter who the QB is. It don't matter who the coaches are. For some reason, 49ers play Green Bay tough. They were like Green Bay has to win that game. We saw that last year. Green Bay came out and punched them. They punched them in the mouth.
It took some momentum. It took some missed field goals and some
like that was like Green Bay did some young team stuff that cost them that game last year. So hey, I don't know if 49ers want a motivated Green Bay.
But if they go to Detroit though, if they gotta see Detroit in the conference championship, I'm going with Detroit.
Yeah,
I'm going with Detroit.
They ain't gonna have a number of pimps up in the stands.
The sauce is gonna be too hard to go.
It's gonna be different.
They definitely playing.
Bring in Eminem.
I'm about to say they definitely bringing him like the Bud Crawford Spence fight. Like it's gonna be banana. It's gonna be banana.
It's gonna be like Future and Jeezy at Bank of America back in 2015. It's gonna be just like that.
Take me back.
I saw that pic. I was like, "Oh, we good. Okay, we good."
We really had Pluto and Snowman on the sideline. Take me back, man. 2015 was a time.
Y'all had the sauce, man. I was happy. I was happy for y'all from a distance. I was like, look at my friends with the sauce. Look at all my friends being happy. I wish I could be like that.
It's like that Vince McMahon meme. Like
he was special.
That's how I'm gonna feel about that USA Serbia game once we win that gold.
Woo!
Hey, talk about it.
Woo!
Oh man!
But look, before we wrap this,
I need that shit on DVD, and I need Steph, Brian, KD. I need all of them to sign that DVD. That's how
I need the commentary unedited.
Yeah.
Raw, no homo. Pause.
I definitely need to hear the shit they was talking over in the huddle. You can't sit here and tell me Steve Kerr was just giving them positive affirmations and shit, and KD was letting that go.
Oh, he was, but they weren't listening. They weren't listening. I seen them.
Yeah, Brian was over in the corner, just like I got it.
I see him do the shit when KD and Steph were on the Warriors. He was just talking. He'd be like, "Go on, my son. Go on. Don't worry about the first half." Like, shut the fuck up, please. Like, man, come on. What? That ain't even motivating the 8th grader. Come on, man.
It probably was pissing him off. That's what got him locked in.
Get my coach to shut up, man.
God damn, he's still talking.
But before we end this episode, any last words, any shout outs we need to give out today, man?
Shout out Simone Biles. Shout out to all the everyone that's won gold medals in Paris so far. Hey, we lost yesterday, but shout out to Nigerian women for making it to the quarterfinals. The first Nigerian team, men or women, to make it that far in basketball in the Olympics. So shout out to them. Shout out to USA women for getting to the semi. I'm sure they're gonna win gold too. I didn't even worry about that. Shout out to who else? USA women's soccer. A couple overtime victories so far. They got the gold medal match against Brazil this Saturday. So
yep,
that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, shout out to everyone who's won gold, man. Yes, the Olympics have been a vibe. This is one of the best Olympics I've ever seen.
Corey.
Shout out to Ledecky, first and foremost.
Katie Ledecky. She
doing her thing out there. Hey, shit.
No, hey, no allows you still a bitch ass nigga. I don't care.
Oh damn, man! Come on, man. He won 100, bro. He won 100. Come on, man.
I will say the celebration he had where he was like, "I told you, America, I got this." That shit was hard to me. That shit was so hard to me. But he's still a bitch, bro. Like like he's still a buster, bro. I can't get over the fact, bro. And he won bronze, like because he was sick, like. So,
yeah, COVID apparently.
Yeah, so,
we're gonna talk about that because that's just egregious. That how France. I hope you never host another Olympics again. Y'all been horrible behind the scenes. Y'all know what y'all been up to. If y'all see this, I don't care. I said what I said.
We won't get to y'all bitch ass niggas later.
And Jamaica, I know y'all didn't qualify for the relay, but please don't spike our drinks the next time we come over.
We come in peace.
Yeah, don't spike.
We come in peace and
don't Salt Lake City us with the pizza and shit. Like don't do that to us, bro. Like
look, Dave, look. We come in peace. We always come in peace. We're just coming with some gold medals and tracks, baby.
Hey, you gotta respect.
I'm doing this for Ant-Man real quick. Shout out to the U.S. Tables tennis team. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I know you say Ledecky, but just shout out to the whole U.S. swimming team.
Yeah.
Way to show the ops who we really are out here.
Fuck Australia.
They talk all that mess, talk all that noise. Where y'all at now?
Hey man, it's funny. The girl that was talking all that stuff about how they have like USA has so much pride. She didn't even qualify like for some of the races, yo.
Look, I thought she was a reporter. I didn't know she was an athlete.
Did you want to know what we put the shrimp on their motherfucking Barbie. That's what the fuck we did.
Hey, Outback.
Sizzling, bitch.
Whew.
We took them out back and handled business. That's what we did. Bum ass. But yeah, man. As always, thanks for tuning in with us. The boys are back. We're gonna be rolling out these football NFL division episodes right now. Next week, we're gonna be doing the NFC North and the AFC North. We should have some special guests. Some of y'all familiar to the show. So yeah, as you can see, we really talk about the North Division because I feel like people are trying to get some agendas and takes off, and I'm just not going to settle for it, man. But we're going to tune in. We tune into that because I ain't going for the disrespect. But look, man, hey Dave, what we always tell the people before we get out of here:
like, share, subscribe to the pod. Thank you everybody who has subscribed. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, any other podcast streaming platforms, make sure you hit that follow button. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for watching our episodes. Thank you for listening to them. Thank you for watching our shorts, everything that we posted. Thank you for following us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. We appreciate you. We're going to keep this content going. We're going to be back. We're going to be back in the arenas. We got some things planned. So just stay tuned.
We're coming up on 50, ain't we? We're coming up on 50.
Yeah, we're coming up on 50. We're coming up on 50. We kind of technically at 50 because we had some special episodes, but so we up there. We're a year plus strong right now. So we've been in this game and we just gonna keep getting
shout
better.
Out to consistency, y'all. Shout out to consistency.
Consistency is key, man. Consistency is key. But
before we wrap out, shout out to the bros that couldn't make it onto the pod today. As always, we got y'all, man. Up to the bros, man. Love y'all, man. With that being said, we got my boy Dr. Esquire Dave. We got my man C Note. This Dre from PG. Assassin 4 sweeping the competition. We out. Go USA. This is how you do it, Bogey.